Are you ready for some heavy metal VHS 80s? It is VHSeptember, and this is 1988's Maxine. What's going on? Welcome back to the show. I'm Jason. This is Barefoot. This is Squeaky Clean Adult Films. Yada yada. Maxine. It's Wednesday. This is a request. I have no screenshots. This was requested. I'd never even heard of it. This was requested a long time ago, and we almost did it. And then the Ty West trilogy came out, and like 2 or 3 people requested Maxine when Maxine was out. I'd say 4 or 5 people in the last couple years have requested Maxine. It is a Joseph Robertson movie. He's awesome. I own some of his Vinegar Syndrome, or 1, Dirty Western, Debbie Does Dallas 3, and Sweet Alice. He made a bunch of cool movies, and this is the first time I've seen him work on VHS. He's like a Mr. Filmmaker. He made Auntie Lee's Meat Pies. Remember when I made that YouTube face? Arthur King and Steve Sayer wrote this movie. They're both pretty cool. Arthur King wrote Sex Wars, the big old Star Wars spoof, and 10 Little Maidens, which John Seaman directed. That's probably his biggest thing. Steve Sayer, he wrote The Lone Ranger, which has Keisha in it. The Mentors did all the music for this. Heavy metal. If you know this movie, you know that the scenes that I can't show you are like thrash metal. It's like Suicidal Tendencies scored this movie. And you're going to hear a bunch of it. But if you were watching the adult version, you would hear a shitload of it. A wall-to-wall heavy metal lovemaking. And of course, this is Max Headroom. There was a bunch of Max Headroom spoofs. This might be the biggest one. Max Bedroom, that was a big one. I give the award to Maxine. It's kind of clunky, but that's how I like my 80s VHS. And this thing is blowing the doors off. This is the hardest PG we've ever released. We have the sexperts. Not experts, sexperts. You're going to hear that word a bunch. They're sending glitches called sexperts out into the world, and it gets people all horned up. So you're going to hear a lot of talk about sexperts doing sex magic on people. You're going to hear like 14 different versions of it. But we also have hostages, torture, murder, and everyone cuts like a sailor, and so I beeped them all. I left like a Helen bastard. Everything else is beeped. It sounds like the Osbournes on MTV. It's beeping. It's beeping. Feature was 86 minutes long. This version's 32. It's too long. It's too long. I'll be here at the end of the 32 minutes. We'll talk about Porsche Lynn dressing up like she's an evil dad.
Oh, Mr. Boy. Maxine.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, it's gone.
It's moving.
Getting better, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
There's again.
37 miles per hour. We'll have a high of 59 degrees, with the temperature dropping rapidly towards this evening. The showers and thunderstorms expected to continue into tomorrow morning. The overnight low near 38. Rain tapering off tomorrow afternoon, followed by partial clearing and a high of 61. With the winds out of the southeast at 12 miles per hour, it's currently 47 degrees. A 49-year-old
Boy,
unidentified man
line
went
out
berserk
B, a
last
little
night,
smoother.
opening fire with a 12-gauge shotgun in a crowded
Bring the level down a
downtown
little bit.
restaurant.
No, he's got it.
14 people are dead, including 3 children. 4 others
Okay,
suffered
7
serious
seconds
injuries.
airtime.
Police have a suspect in custody, but they're
5,
not releasing
4,
any information until they
3.
complete their
Okay, Allison,
investigation.
take it away.
Good evening from Sector 17. Behind me is peaceful serenity, the type of ambience one can find in any neighborhood in small-town USA. So why am I here if it all seems so normal? The answer to that question lies with Mr. and Mrs. Deacon Whitemeat. Mr. and Mrs. Whitemeat, you reported something unusual happened in your home last night. Can you please tell the Network 30 audience about this incident?
See what this nitwit has to say.
Why, yeah, a real barn burner. We was just kind of sitting there watching one of them old Western shoot-em-ups, huh?
Jane Opry it was. Well, she had on a pair of those snug chaps that beat all get out. Real look at that, Janie.
And we was just sitting there munching some corn, chomping on some jerky, and all of a sudden that TV starts acting real strange like, you know?
Like it was having a sexual seizure or something.
You mean coitus, I believe.
You can call it whatever you want. All I know is that TV seemed like it had some kind of erotic mind of its own.
Like Deacon gets when his truss is too tight.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened after the TV became erratic? Or should I say erotic?
Things got kind of tingly.
And this type of behavior is unusual?
Oh, yes, we haven't made love since the night we was engaged. You see, she's kind of saving herself and all.
That's right, Miss Carter. Canning pickles is about as sexy as we get.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you believe this?
So, there you have it. Another documented case of seemingly average couples struck by an overwhelming desire to make love. And what's the common thread running through each reported sexual frenzy? Network 30. Every time a case has been documented, the participants were watching Network 30. The question remains, what's behind all these erotic transmissions, and why won't anyone from Network 30 make a public statement?
I need network authorization for this. What the f***'s going on here?
Well, this is one reporter who intends to find some answers.
What the hell are you doing? What do you want? Jackson, don't shut me off! I want this scene! Ah!
Kill that.
Hey, what the hell did you do that for?
I can't use this.
What do you mean you can't use this? What do? You turn the entire network off the air? Are you crazy?
I need network authorization to air this.
Allison could be hurt. Does she need network authorization to bleed?
I'm worried about Allison, too, but I can't have allegations like this going across the air without documentation.
Oh, documentation. You need documentation. You know, Mr. Tribble, I can't believe you. All you care about is your ratings, right? Well, look at it this way. You have your #1 reporter, Allison Carter, live on TV being attacked. Yeah, I call that ratings, don't you?
Oh, my God. You're right. Quick, get her back on the air. Look, I got ratings in my blood. My grandfather brought female roller derby to television.
Yeah, and he was an too.
Hey, watch it. You just get her back on the air. She might still be wrestling with those network gorillas.
Bring in B, all right?
I'm trying. I can't get it up.
Come on.
I can't even get a signal. Bring it in over there. Bring it up. Bring in 3. Allison, this is Control. Respond in any way.
Come on, you guys got anything down there?
Turn up the volume on audio, boy. Get it up.
Come on, come on.
Put on a different show for now.
Go to Stars and Stripes.
The forecast, cloudy and windy today with gusts up to 40 miles per hour. The temperature dropping from 59 degrees this afternoon. Cloudy and continuing windy overnight with a low of 47. Cloudy with a few sunny breaks and not as warm tomorrow with a high of 53. With the winds from the northwest at 4 miles per hour, it's currently 55 degrees.
Allison, where the hell have you been? I've been worried sick about you.
Sure you were, Tribble. The minute those goons attacked me, you shut me off.
But it wasn't
you have
really
such a
that.
way with words, Tribble. You can almost put a sentence together. And who the hell is he? Where's my regular operator?
She's been transferred to Sector 11. This is Steele Boyd. Steele, we'll be working with you from now on.
Allison, I'd like to apologize for that shutdown earlier. It wasn't my idea.
Steele Boyd? Where do I know that name from?
Oh, you've heard of me? Perhaps it was at the university.
No, now I've got it. The ladies' room at the bowling alley for a sleazy time called Steele Boyd. Look, Boyd, I'm in the middle of infiltrating Network 30's inner circle. I'm onto something really big here, and I can't have it gunked up by some high-tech rookie. Now, do you know how to program the OBM 69? Because that's all I'm plugged into.
Yeah, well, I think he ought to. He invented it.
Oh.
Actually, Allison, there were quite a few other people in on the project. My name just wound up on the label, you might say. That's all.
Not only brilliant, but modest, too. Do you have any other hidden talents I should know about, Mr. Boyd?
Yeah, well, actually, yes, I'm an expert spelunker.
A fetish for dark holes, I see.
Yes.
Hey, okay, you two. You've just got to realize that we can't air all these unfounded statements by you without network authorization. By the very network that pays our wages. You know, where do you get these malicious statements from anyhow?
Look, Mr. Jackson Tribble, I have my sources, and those sources are sacred. Those network goons practically knocked me out. One even brushed up against my right breast. Now, they know I'm onto their diabolical plan.
You know I can't run your investigative reports without network authorization.
Now, hold on here, Mr. Tribble. Now, you heard what those hayseeds had to say to Allison in the interview, right? Network 30 is up to something, right? And if we don't go on this story, another network's gonna grab onto it, you know? And that means ratings.
Yeah.
And what is this station all about? Ratings. And why are we a success here?
Ratings.
God, you're giving me palpitations here. Okay, ratings, we got it.
Take it easy,
Ratings.
Jackson. Steele and I will infiltrate Network 30. All we want you to do is just dummy up for a couple of days.
Yeah, dummy up. That shouldn't be so hard.
Fuck you. Oh, man, the pressure. It used to be so much easier back in the glory days, you know, the days of the wheelies of fortune.
Expect up to an inch of snow and a high of only 30. Overnight, flurries will increase with total accumulations of 3 inches. Tonight's low near 15.
Okay, Blaze. I want to know how Allison Carter found out about Sexperts. That was classified information.
I don't understand it, Helena. We've had Sexperts at level 17, top secret.
Okay, fine. We have no choice but to discontinue Sexperts as of now, immediately.
That's not possible, Helena. Have you seen the ratings lately? Ever since Sexperts has been on the air, we've increased 15 points and growing.
We can't take the chance. If the public finds out about this, our entire network is sunk. And that, Blaze, means you and
I don't think Jackson Tribble is going to allow Allison Carter to go through with that story. You saw what happened today. The moment that she squawked, he pulled the plug. Look, he may not be swift, but he is loyal.
I'm holding you responsible, Blaze, for Allison Carter. You told me she was under constant surveillance.
She is, Helena. You didn't see what the National Network and Forces did to her today? My God, they were all over her like flies on feces.
That's not enough. I want Allison Carter destroyed. We're talking disconnect. Total termination. You dig?
That might be premature. By tonight, every network is going to air the attack on Allison.
Come here, Blaze. I want to ask you a few questions. On your knees, Blaze. What is the #1 network in the entire programming sector?
Our network, Network 30.
And who created Network 30?
You did, Helena.
And what makes our network the most watched in the whole programming sector?
Sexperts.
So if we lose Sexperts, we lose ratings.
And if we lose ratings, we lose life itself.
And the only person who can take Sexperts away from us is Allison Carter.
The only one who can take Sexperts away from us is Allison Carter.
Therefore, Allison Carter must be terminated.
Therefore, Allison Carter must be terminated.
And I, Blaze Packard, will perform the termination.
And I, Blaze Packard, will perform the termination.
See how easy that was?
Gee, Helena, I love it when you talk dirty like that.
Guaranteed. Next week, our ratings will be up 5%.
36 hours of steady rainfall have left many homes in the metro area knee-deep in floodwaters. Power was out for 3 hours in eastern metro because of downed hydro lines, and police report at least 200 accidents.
And in today's top story, ace news reporter and TV personality Allison Carter was brutally attacked while reporting on alleged airwave tampering by Network 30. In addition, one of the perpetrators purportedly brushed against her right breast. While refusing to name sources, Ms. Carter claims Network 30 is sending out some kind of secret messages called sexperts that cause viewers to engage in lewd and lascivious sexual acts in violation of the Jim and Tammy Amendment. Blaise Packard, president of Network 30, has this to say about Ms. Carter's allegations.
This is just another case of Allison Carter coloring the facts, creating a story rather than reporting the story. She's obviously patterning her career after Hernando Riviera. It's just an ongoing effort to get publicity for herself. We at Network 30 pride ourselves in providing wholesome programming for the entire family. Frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if Miss Carter staged her own attack to get on all the network airwaves.
Bastard!
Now, in no way do I wish to demean or disparage her illustrious career. Allison Carter is truly one of Network 30's finest investigative reporters. However, like so many people in the entertainment media, they've often let their need for ego gratification take over their entire thought process.
Packard, you're lying through your pubic hairs. Who is it?
It's Steele.
Come on in, Steele.
This afternoon, Allison Carter interviewed Mr. and Mrs. Deacon L. Whitemeat about their supposed sexual awakenings on Network 30. I've just learned from that interview that it was a hoax perpetrated by Allison Carter.
Listen to this boob.
Mr. Whitemeat, what exactly happened?
Well, nothing really happened. We just kind of made it all up.
That's right, Mr. Packard.
Listen to this.
And Mrs. Carter asked us to say those things.
That's right. She offered us good cash money for that.
That's right. She said she was going to make me famous. I would have been happy just to have my picture on the cover of National Perspire.
Listen to that. That weasel got to those hicks.
Yeah, I guess you could say she bribed us.
But now tell us, are you now telling the truth? Back to you, DR.
This is war.
War? Allison, it's not a very good time for you to declare war on these people. Because tomorrow you're gonna get fired.
They can't fire me. I've got the highest ratings in the entire network.
Yeah, you know, maybe you do, but the bosses don't like you getting in on their affairs. And by the way, what makes you so sure that the station's in on this sex scandal?
Deductive reasoning, Steele. Network 30's ratings have been slipping for the past 6 months.
Well, that's what you call poor programming.
The point I'm getting at is suddenly we're hearing about these people copulating out of the blue. Now, why do you suppose that is?
You know, it could be the city has cut out the saltpeter from the water supply. Possibly.
Not quite. Each of our horny couples were tuned to Network 30.
So what?
So, does the word sexpert mean anything to you?
No.
Sexperts are subliminal messages so highly charged that they can activate the libido of anyone watching.
You know, Allison, you've been seeing a little too many of those outer space movies. Could you translate that to English?
When was the last time you watched Network 30?
Today. I watched it all day long.
That's work. I'm talking about just plain watching.
Watching?
Watching.
Watching. It was about 6 years ago, Gulligan's Island, but they took that off the air. I liked that show personally a lot. Did you like it?
You are impossible, Steele. Listen, sit here and keep your eyes glued to that screen.
Okay.
See, my theory is... Did you see that?
No.
Did you see that?
That blip?
Yes, that blip is a sexpert. A tiny, nearly imperceptible erotic sex scene that causes the viewer to desire intercourse against his or her will.
Tell us exactly what Allison Carter knows. Now.
How did she find out about the sexperts?
Speak up, Mr. Tribble. We're waiting.
If you know what's good for you, boy, you better talk, and you better talk now.
I don't know anything. Allison Carter doesn't know anything.
Mr. Tribble, do you see this light? It's very slippery. My hands are very slippery. And it might slip right into that bag. And you know what that means? Snap, crackle, pop, Mr. Tribble.
What do you want from me?
We want you to send Allison Carter on assignment to the Happy Mattress Motel in Section 23. Understand?
What if she won't go?
Then I suggest you wear rubber jockeys or acquire a taste for fried nuts.
I like fried nuts.
Okay. Allison, I have picture. Can you hear me?
Okay, Steely.
Allison, I'd like to talk to you about last night. I'm sorry about what happened.
I'm not. We were under the influence of those sexperts. Besides, if that's all it took to convince you I wasn't making all this up, I'm glad it happened. Besides, you are kind of cute. In a high-tech kind of way.
You know something? You were right about those sexperts all along. But I still feel very guilty about last night. I feel like I took advantage of you because of the glitches. I couldn't control myself. I'm sorry.
Hey, easy with the Phil Downey-Wall sensitivity jive, Steele.
I understand. So, what has Jackson got you out at this flea-bitten motel for anyways?
All he said was to check out room number 12. Stay with me, Steely.
I got my eye on you.
Okay, Steely. I'm at room number 12.
Allison! Allison! Allison, where'd you go?
Later, Steely.
Let's get her, please.
Oh, wait a minute!
Can you read me, Allison? I'm bringing in a backup.
Termination completed.
Good job, love.
Termination completed? God damn it.
You don't understand. Nobody understands. It's all my fault. I'm lower than a squirmy little worm.
Yeah.
I up.
Yeah. Hey, take it easy on the sauce and get a hold of yourself.
I ratted.
Yeah.
I'm the one that set her up at the Happy Mattress Motel. I am the reason that she's dead.
Yeah. You know, Jackson, you might be the reason she's dead. But I need you right now because I gotta find her body. I didn't come here to babysit some spineless bag of So what I want you to do for me is get yourself all dressed up, nice and pretty, and I want you to come with me and find our bosses.
Blaze and Elena.
Yeah, Blaze and Elena. So you know their names. You know where they are? Huh?
I can't help you. I'm dog.
Yeah.
You know?
You're right.
I f***ed up. You don't want me.
Come on.
Yeah? All right.
To you, my darling. You promised to terminate Miss Allison Carter, and you kept your word.
To sexperts and the continued success of Network 30.
You know, Blaze, there are people out there who don't even give a damn about ratings. How do people lead such empty, vacuous lives?
Who can ever understand the minds of such a primitive species?
What is it, Mr. Boy?
Miss Rocks? Mr. Packard? I think you two better come down to control.
What's the problem down there, boy?
I think you ought to see something down here.
We'll be right down there. An executive's work is never done.
What's this body still doing here? She should have been cut up for spare parts a long time ago.
What's the problem, Mr. Boy?
Well, it's always a problem when a corpse doesn't want to die.
What's that supposed to mean?
What are you driving at?
Well, it just so happens that when you brought Allison Carter here, she wasn't completely dead.
Wasn't completely dead. She had no pulse.
Yeah, but she did have brain activity, and that's when I programmed her final thoughts into Computer Central.
You what? You didn't have the authorization to do that.
Oh, so take away my car keys. Anyway, that's what I did.
And now she's still alive.
Well, I guess you could say that. Watch this.
Hello? Did somebody leave me a wake-up call? Room service. Send me up a half dozen prune the Danish.
But I don't understand it. Allison Carter is here.
Wonders of modern technology, huh? Pretty neat.
Turn that damn thing off.
Hi, kids. I'm Maxine Bedroom. Hey, the last time I saw you two rascals, you were doing the dirty hula down at the Happy Mattress.
Okay, that's enough. Mr. Boy, turn her off.
Damn you two. Uh-oh, did I say that? There I go again, sounding like I went to finishing school on a Teamsters scholarship.
Turn that damn thing off!
Well, I'd like to, Mr. Blaze, but Maxine has a mind of her own.
Tisk, tisk. You know how us computer gals behave. You can't take us anywhere. Where?
Okay, that's it. Mr. Boy, you have exactly 1 hour. And I want Allison Carter and this thing out of here. Come on, Blaze.
1 hour.
Bon voyage, gang. Don't forget to write. Parting is such sweet, sweet sorrow.
I hate to break down your circuits, Maxine.
How do you suppose I feel? By the way, is that a Polish sausage in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me?
It's just a Polish sausage.
I was afraid of that. This kid is the human equivalent to a whoopee cushion. Don't look now, but I think I'm waking up.
This is unbelievable.
Where the hell am I? Rise and shine, Allie. You don't want to be late for school.
Well, you're at Network 30. Well, you had an accident.
No kidding. I feel weird. I feel weird now. Just wait till you turn around. Whose voice is that? It sounds familiar. Bright girl. Somebody get her a Mensa application.
I don't think you should get up right now.
You look familiar. Have we met before? Amazing. It's incredible. Quit it. You know we're ticklish.
This is Maxine Bedroom. At least that's what she calls herself. Seems that those were the last 2 words she remembers before the lights went out.
But how did how did she get into the boob tube? I represent that comment.
Well, I just wired your comatose mind into the Network 30 Computer Central. I pressed memory dump and voila. Maxine, your alter ego, was reanimated. I guess I was just born with too many IQ points, huh?
There's no time to lose. I have got to get to a phone. Reach out and touch someone.
Truth is, Allison, you're supposed to be dead. I'm sorry, I just can't let you leave.
Do Blaze and Helena know about Maxine?
Yeah, and they've ordered me to get rid of both of you. Pronto.
You know what I like. Sorry, Mr. Boyd, but I have really got to get out of here.
But Allison, I have my orders. I got my orders.
Say, can I call you Sam?
Maxine.
Play me again, Sam. Keep him occupied, Maxine. I'll be back for you later. Oh, Mr. Boyd.
I feel so guilty. Well, I shouldn't even be a member of the human race. I'm a like lord and a real estate salesman.
Okay, cut the chatter, all right? We checked every body bank in the city, and Allison wasn't in one of them, which means she's probably still alive.
I hope you're fucking right, man. I give up my job here at Network 30. I go take a job as a TV minister with this fine Allison.
Yeah. Might take you up on that, Jackson. Go check the conference room, all right?
Okay.
I'm gonna check the control room. Still warm. Somebody's been in here. Allison, try poster 2. Come on, baby, get in there. Allison, do you read me?
I don't know where Allie is, but I'm the next best thing to being her.
Allison, stay where you are.
Still.
Allison, you're alive.
Yes. I just love a good romantic ending. I see you've met Maxine Bedroom.
I won't even ask.
Hey, Steely, is it true? If I were to ask you to pull down your boxers and show me that little rear end, you'd be mortally offended? Am I correct?
Allison, don't talk like that, okay?
Hey, don't blame me. Blame Maxine. I'm such a home wrecker. I hate to interrupt you kids, but where's Jackson Tribble?
Tribble? I sent him into the conference room to check things out.
Oh, by now he's probably run into Helena and Blaze.
Right. Well, let's go.
We gotta find him.
4, 3, 2.
Hi there, this is Maxine Bedroom with a hot flash from Network 30's News Central. Just in, another Amtrak train derailment. This one in the heart of Joplin, Missouri, during the height of rush hour traffic, rupturing a train carrying a large vessel of laughing gas. Luckily, no one was injured. Actually, the police and fire department thought the whole incident quite funny.
4, 3, 2.
Hi, this is Maxine Bedroom, the voice of Network 30. Well, here I am, shaking my perfect little bottom. Can I say that on TV? Obviously, you can't see me do any of these nasty things, so I'm sure it's okay with the censors. Now, for the latest breaking
Headline News from Network 30's ear, throat, and eye witness news reporters from around the world, including Utah. Dateline, Heritage, North Carolina. Prison bus crashes into concrete truck, rupturing both vehicles. Police now searching for 12 hardened criminals.
So what did you think of that? It's crazy that they made Porsche Lynn act like Max Headroom instead of just editing her like Max Headroom. But it is 1988, so we're not talking about desktop editing. We're not talking about non-linear editing. We're talking about like 1 1/4 inch, maybe Avids. I really don't know. But it's crazy that they didn't just edit her. Max Headroom is an editing thing. Porsche Lynn did awesome though. And did you like that she's wearing the Michigan State like Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2? She is from Michigan. 6th time on the show. We just saw her in Sorority Pink. No, we saw her in something. Innocent Taboo would be the last one. And then Sorority Pink. And then 3 others. Plus this. I like Porsche Lynn. I like her a lot. Not just because she's from Michigan. She gets kind of kicked down to the mids of the Lynns. But every time I see her, I think she needs to go up more. I don't know if you can pass Mickey Lynn in my brain. And Ginger Lynn and Amber Lynn are always fighting for supremacy. I don't know what the order is. Those are the top 4 Lynns, though. There's a bunch. But those are clearly the top ones. She stopped acting in 2008. But then in 2018, 10-year break, she was in The Bride of Violence. That made me happy. We should try to get Porsche Lynn for Side Boob Massacre. I needed police chief. I mean, we wrote it so that the whole police force is all adult film stars. And who gives a shit? Sharon Mitchell. Did you know Sharon Mitchell last month was in 14 movies and now she's in 21 movies? We've done one Sharon Mitchell for a little bit over a month. So for 5 weeks in a row, a Sharon Mitchell, and then for Laura's birthday we had 2 Sharon Mitchells, and she did awesome. She's running the TV station. We just saw her last week running the film studio. Now she's running the TV station. She wants to get everyone sexified. Robert Bullock was her partner. I like me some Robert Bullock. 8th time on the show. Reliable, awesome, like journeyman actor, always brings it, knows the thing. What's the stupid saying? Knew the assignment. Was that? I don't even. I'm getting pop culture wrong. He knows the assignment. He always gets it wrong. I mean, he always gets it right. He was in. I just found something weird out. Right, doing the script. He was in Ecstasy Girls. He's an extra party guy with beard. Man, I looked at every freaking. He must be so young. We know him from the 80s. This is 88. In Ecstasy Girls, late 70s. I'll have to watch it back. If anyone watches Ecstasy Girl, look for Robert Bullock in the crowd of. I'd imagine he's around the pool in the opener. Joey Silvera's just whooping everyone's ass. 36. You know that we did a database of all our actors, because for years I look up everybody's name, look at their whole filmography for every movie I do, because I'm. But now we wrote a list, and I just change it, and I can just at a glance look at everyone's. I should have done that probably 3 or 4 years ago. 36 is the highest. Randy West and Tammy White were the opening bumpkins. And Tammy White, we just saw her in Daddy's Darling Daughters. I can't ever say that right. We just saw her as one of the Valley Girls, also late 80s. I think it was 88 or 89, I can't remember. But now she's doing a full-on Southern. It's only her 4th time on the show. We should look into more of her movies. I don't even know what the other 2 movies are, but there's 4 next to her name. Boss was Buddy Love. Or wait, no, because Sharon Mitchell's the boss. The boss of the editing room, the control room, that guy, the double-crossed Porsche Lynn. That's Buddy Love, his 2nd time on the show. He was in Billy D's a Hillbilly. Lover's Lane. Bill Margold, 7th time on the show. We love us some Bill Margold. He dominated All Request March. He was in Olympic Fever and Blue Ice. He just got cut out of The Young Like a Hot. I love him. I've mentioned his documentary numerous times. Interesting side note, also in Max Bedroom. He's moonlighting, playing both sides. And Wayne Stevens was the nerd. He had my favorite line, "Take my car keys away." All right, that's it. VHS September. Woo!